What's going on with your guy,
Which one?
LeBron?
Man, are those
How do you
things
feel
real?
about it?
I actually am kind of happy.
Do you think that he's going to play this season in LA? Because
Wait, what is
last
going? What
week-
did I miss? Okay, I'm
that was
back.
a big question.
No, I heard you. Someone said like, "Hey, all the LeBron stuff," and I'm like, "I've turned off television. I've just been watching Wimbledon." So what's been going on?
So reports are coming out that like the Lakers want to move on from Bron, right? Which is not that crazy, right? You have Luka. You're also like, do you want his run to be like in Luka's quote unquote prime? His last run in your prime.
What is the balance right now? Yeah. What is the balance right now of obviously the situation with Luka, yet to your point of LeBron here at this stage of his career?
My opinion, I don't think it works. I just don't think it works.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Wait. This okay. There's levels to this.
Totally. Yeah.
There's levels to this. Is there a scenario where they could build a team around Luka in the short term, right? And then there's LeBron, and at the 50-something million, let's say LeBron is, let's say his numbers drop down and he gives you 23, 7, and 7. Like, there's not a lot of players out there that can do that, produce. Is it still the exact same level that he once was? No. But, like, players like him still don't grow on trees. So if this is his last year, let him play out his last year. With all due respect, Luka and the Lakers aren't necessarily going anywhere. It's not like they're one player away. So when I look at this, I'm like, why not play your last year there? And then, Bron, you are a free agent. If you so choose.
At 43 years old.
Yeah, same with Tom Brady. Played till he was 45. Like, and we look at the age, but look at the production and the numbers. He's still playing games. He's still productive. He went to the playoffs. Their team went against a better team. And that was kind of the end of the story.
I agree with that, but I don't agree with that.
Okay, I'm listening.
My thing is, I would rather have a good team. I'm going to just basically say this for the Cavs. If the Cavs can insert Bron at that 3 position, right? You have Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, you have Bron. But he would need a buyout, obviously. Then you have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. That is a vastly different team with him as a facilitator for your 2 scoring guys.
That's a different story. That's a different.
No, so for me, I'm saying the Lakers situation is, yes, they're not 1 piece, they're not 3 pieces away from being a chip in a tougher West Coast conference. So,
the Western Conference. Did you go
the Western
WCC?
Conference, yeah.
What's the balance of, as Shams was talking about, I had to pull up this quote because I saw it earlier today. One side talking about competing for the future, but that also being competing for a championship, and then LeBron's winning a championship.
I just don't think the way the apron is set up, with LeBron making $50 million in today's age, you can compete on the Lakers with that roster against OKC, Minnesota, Houston. I just don't think so. I just don't think so.
Keep going.
Oh, God.
Where are you going?
Richard, he has worse ADD than I do. And people are like chanting.
How did he even see? Look at this little youngster that was just here a second ago.
Oh.
Robert Peck. Holy shit.
This guy.
This is actually why we shouldn't come to the concourse.
Right.
Okay, I'm back. My ADD is kicked back in. Okay. So this is my thing. If you're talking about a buyout with the Lakers, that's a different story.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If the Lakers want to give LeBron his $50 million and tell him to go away, yeah, I think Cleveland would be the best place for him.
Correct.
Especially if you're talking about a goodbye tour championship. Now, understand this. Remember this, fans. Miami hasn't won a championship. They've been to a couple finals. They haven't won a championship since LeBron left. The Bulls have never been to a finals since LeBron left. Cleveland has never been out of the second round. Cleveland has never been to a conference finals without LeBron. And I say that to say it's not just LeBron, but Michael Jordan. There's players that once you move on from them, the shit ain't as easy as these guys made it look. So when you're saying, hey, we're going to move on from them, okay, that's fine. But understand that, it can be more difficult to just say, hey, we're just going to move on and we're going to rebuild. If you've got LeBron, the goal is to make everything you can work around him within reason for what you're doing currently and then in the future.
So you're saying it would be a mistake to move on from the LeBron era right now?
Well, because I don't think that there's anything that you're going to do with your team. If you buy LeBron out, you're not getting any assets in return. You're not doing LeBron James. You don't get any assets.
Sorry.
yeah, you got
no. But what I'm saying is, you're not, because of his salary. No one is going to take that on this year in a championship caliber.
No.
So you have to let him go. Say, hey, if this is your last year, which it probably most likely is, we need to start the Luka era. Luka's 26. We need to start this at some point. Bron doesn't look like he's slowing down until he chooses. So for me, if I'm a new owner, and that other report came out like they told Luka, I want him to have a relationship with my 26-year-old, not my 42-year-old, regardless of who he is.
See what
regardless, and here's the honest truth: Bron and Luka and 4 other people are not going to win a chip in the West.
I like him in Cleveland. If we're talking about buyout, and
stop playing into the rumors. Stop playing into the rumors.
I'm going to play into the rumor.
This is what I would say.
The Cleveland rumor?
No. I'm not.
How does that not work?
I'm not buying. First of all,
if you have nothing but shooters on that team, and he could be a facilitator.
First of all, if I'm not buying into any rumors.
Right.
But if they could bring LeBron in and LeBron were to hypothetically get bought out, if you were to look at what's the best place that makes the most sense that would be competitive and be high level, Cleveland's
what a fucking storyline.
You guys have won at the highest level with him. You obviously understand the positives to playing alongside of him. Are there cons right now?
Hell yeah, there's cons. You want to know what the con is? Is there a camera here? What's camera in my look? Here are the cons. Playing with LeBron sucks because you're trying to win a championship. He's one of the most competitive human beings in the history of American sports and sports in general. Does it suck when you're showing up and he's already been practicing for 4 hours and you're like, oh shit, when he's watching film and you mess up a play and he's just like, motherfucker, what are you doing? And it's like, yeah, those are the cons, but there were cons for playing with Jordan. There were cons for playing with Kobe. There were cons with playing with players that were so great that they demanded excellence. There was cons for playing for Pat Riley or Popovich or Spoelstra. There's always cons when you're trying to win at the highest level.
I think there's really no cons if you know yourself, because Bron was like Channing, and I go, I can't move. Like, what have you not? You've seen film. I can't get that.
No.
Channing, go get that ball. How? Do you want me to? It's too late, Bron. I am who I am. I'm not getting that rebound. I'm here so you don't get double teamed. Lower the expectations, big dog.
They were low.
Dude, I've seen players. Oh, they were very low. Until we won a chip. Richard didn't win, so I was there.
So you hit those 8 threes in Atlanta.
Swing.
It was 8.
It was
it
might have been.
That was like 3 or 4.
We just went to his house and read the whole article. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
it was 6. Here's the cons. Certain guys play for, and here's the reality. Certain guys play for minutes. Certain guys play to be all-stars. Certain guys play to be in the Hall of Fame. LeBron James plays basketball to win championships and to be the greatest player ever. So, like, putting that in perspective is like, oh, you're trying to make it to the top of the hill? This motherfucker's trying to go to Mars.
Yes.
Okay, so, like, that is the difference of, like, how he approaches the game. So, for this team, I think they are still very young at heart. And I think his attitude towards the season will be great for them, especially Donovan Mitchell, especially Darius Garland. And you go 6'9", 7 foot with 2 small guards. I'm okay with that.
Don't do that to my hometown heart. Don't do that to my home state heart.
Cleveland people, I'm not saying.
Van Wert?
I said my home state heart.
Oh. Indiana?
Wait. When you say cons, this is what I would say, people. And this is one of my favorite things. So the NBA's been around for 75 years, right? Or 77 years or whatever. So there's been 77 championships. Bill Russell has 11 of them. Larry Bird has 3 of them. Kobe has 5 of them. Tim has 5 of them. LeBron has 4 of them. And 12 finals, whatever. My point is, there's only like 7 guys that have won 90% of the championships. If you have one of them, you don't let them go very easy. In the history of the NBA, there's 7 guys that have won 90% of the championships, and he's one of them.
Is 3 times the Cavs too much?
No. Also, here, let's talk about this.
Is that because you guys won a championship with the Cavs?
No,
No,
and
it
it's a
makes
10-year
sense.
reunion, too. You know how crazy TV would be?
Can I get
10-year
invited?
reunion? Dally, you were on the team.
You have a ring.
Yeah.
You have a championship ring.
Listen to this. 10-year reunion. Last year playing basketball. Goes
He's
to the
going to
Cavs.
be in L.A.
Win
He's
a
going to
chip.
be in L.A.
I know. We're sitting here
He's
spending
going to
his
be in
entire
LA.
time. He's not leaving
going
LA.
to be in L.A.
Okay.
And then at the end of the season, if he decides to make a change or retire, maybe he goes into the Cavs for a week.
For a week. He did say I had on proper attire.
Yeah, you had his jersey on, Allison.
Okay, having said that, any other team before we move on?
No,
We're going to go to his son next.
absolutely not.
No? Any
No.
Other, it's Cavs or Lakers. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense any other place for who he is, where he's at, and where some of these other teams. Bron can lead. Bron will be the most important player on any team. He might not, if he were to join with Jokic, he might not be the best player on the floor, but he will be the most important player. And I say that to say is that wherever he goes, there's a level and a shift that kind of flows with them. There's only a couple of places that would even remotely make sense. But if you ask me, he's going to be a Laker. He's going to finish as a Laker. And people that move on, again, Jerry Krause, players don't win championships. Teams do. They haven't been to a final since. And that was
I'm on the Cleveland
30
side.
years ago.
Bron is getting older. So even if he does drop in scoring, you have these other guys. Bron's like, that 23 or that 20. He doesn't have to be that because he could say, I could be the best guard on the team, and you guys get to shoot all the time.
Lead the league in assists, maybe?
Yeah, he
he's
could
done
do
that before.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. He could say, I don't need to be the best at this. I could be the best at this. And then defensively, having those two big guys back there, he isn't as fast as he used to be. He's not top 10. He may be top 30. So, I think it fits defensively, offensively. And you think if it was rocking last year, I think it'll be even more rocking this year.
What is LeBron really saying by saying, I ain't got nothing to talk about right now?
I mean, fully in Bronny's
Nothing to
ownership.
talk about.
I'm a LeBron fan, but you speak
I
wrong.
mean,
You are rich.
you can look at it both ways. You can look at y'all are creating these narratives. So, I never had to address, am I going to be playing, the next season? I opted in. So what are we having a conversation about because of the narratives that y'all are running? Or you can look at it the other way. I'm still trying to make my moves, and there's nothing that needs to be discussed until those moves are being made. Right? So you can sit on the fence on either way, because if you didn't like the rumors, I guess you could easily just come out and say, this shit ain't true. I'm playing next year, and stop all the madness. And obviously you're not doing that. So, it just probably still looks like he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do and how he's going to do it.
So also according to the report, basically saying that the Lakers have basically said, without saying that this will be LeBron's last season with the Lakers, whether he likes it or not. So if he wants to announce that this is his final season in the league, he would get that farewell tour.
I'm just going to go on a hunch here. Him not opting out and signing 2 more years, and he just opted into this, it just seems like this might be his last year.
Yeah.
Period. Not with the Lakers, or period. We don't know. So, you know what I mean? It's right now all we can go is he didn't opt in and do the 2-year deal like he usually does, and it's a 1-year deal. So,
But he opts out, then essentially loses that no trade clause, opting into that $52.6 million no trade clause. Now he has a little bit more leverage, wiggle room. But point being that he didn't ask for an extension. Lakers didn't offer one. So
either way it go, I can't see him at no